Welcome back, campers. Thank you so much for joining us today here on Camp Puga. We are so excited to be sponsored by Region 19 Educational Services. Today we're going to be making a churro cheesecake, a really simple, smooth recipe that you can make from your home. This is a cold recipe, so after you bake it, you're going to want to put it into the fridge. It's going to stay nice and cold. It's going to be a nice cheesecake, churro flavor. So let's go ahead and get started. So the recipe calls for a lot of different ingredients, but it should be pretty easy, standardized things you do have in your home. So we are going to be using 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese at room temperature. We are going to be using some cinnamon sugar. We have some sweetened condensed milk. We have lechera for topping, some pan spray vanilla, croissant dough, some 1/3 cup of sour cream, 1 egg. So we're going to go ahead and make our cream cheese filling first, or pretty much our cheesecake filling. We do already have our cinnamon sugar ready because we're going to go ahead and coat the bottom and the top of the cheesecake. So let's go ahead and get ready on our cheesecake itself. So the things that we are going to be using are our 16 ounces, which is 8 ounces each of cream cheese. You are going to want to make sure you have it at room temperature so it comes out a little bit smoother. And if it's not so smooth, you might just have to blend it for a little bit more so you can get it nice and smooth. Okay, so to that we are going to add 1/3 cup of sour cream. One egg, 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract, and 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. Now this can here measures 14 ounces. I do have another one here that we are going to use as a topper for our churro cheesecake. You're going to want to go ahead and put 1 full can. Just like that. And you're going to want to go ahead and blend this all together. Alright, now that you have this all blended, we're going to go ahead and put it aside. It is a very creamy consistency. That's exactly what we're looking for. Let's go ahead and prep our pan. We have a 9x11 glass baking sheet that we are going to be using. I'm going to go ahead and spray down my baking sheet. You're going to want to put your oven at 350 degrees and you will be baking this for about 30 minutes. And remember, that's 350 degrees. You're going to want to go ahead and spray down your baking glass. And then you're going to want to sprinkle some cinnamon sugar on the bottom all over so it gets a nice coating. This is going to give it that nice churro flavor and the little crunch at the bottom of your dough. Just like that. Okay, you're going to go ahead and open one of these croissant rolls. These croissant rolls, you can get the Great Value, you can get the regular Pillsbury brand. We're going to go ahead and open one of these. These things are always scary to open. We have used this a lot on our channel here on Camp Puga. Go ahead and open that completely. What you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to go ahead and leave it in the sheet that it's in. And then you're going to place that on the bottom of your pan here. Exactly the way it is. If you need to mold it a little bit just so that it sits perfectly at the bottom, you can. Stretch it out just a little bit. just like that. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and fill the rest of this with my cream cheese base. Just like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab my pastry, not my pastry brush, my rubber spatula. And I'm going to go ahead and just even it out on the top like that, so it's nice and even. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab my second croissant dough, and I'm going to put it on top as a topping. This is a very quick, simple recipe that I believe you and your family will really enjoy, and has a taste of El Paso with that churro flavor. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on top. Now you can move it around a little bit just to give it that nice topping. Remember, you can spread it just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and spray it on top with a little bit more spray butter. Once you spray it down completely, make sure you get a nice coating on your croissant. You're going to want to top it with your cinnamon sugar again, just to give it that nice cinnamon sugar topping, to give it that nice churro flavor. Remember, you are going to bake this into the oven for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. Once it comes out and it's nice and baked, you're going to let it cool down, and then immediately put it into your fridge for 3 to 4 hours so the cheesecake on the bottom can stiffen, and you have a ready churro cheesecake. You're going to want to make sure you get every little corner. Even if the cream cheese is coming out of the edges, it's okay. Just get a nice topping on there. Just like that. So we're going to go ahead and stick this into the oven for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. And we'll go ahead and let it bake. We'll be back when it's ready to go. See you guys in a bit. Welcome back, campers. We are ready to go. This is a beautiful churro cheesecake. You're going to want to go ahead and let it come to temperature again for about 20-30 minutes before you stick it into the fridge. You're going to want to put it into the fridge for about 3 to 4 hours so it gets nice and thick again. It's not so not firm, it's nice and squishy, but it'll firm up with the coolness of the fridge. It's still a little warm, so you're going to want to go ahead and stick it into the fridge. And then when it comes out, we can go ahead and dress it with some condensed milk and lechera. So let's go ahead and stick it into the fridge, and we'll see you back in a few hours. Alrighty, we are back. It has been a few hours. We are ready to plate an amazing churro cheesecake. It's a great staple here in El Paso. We're gonna go ahead and top it with our condensed milk and our lechera. Let me go ahead and grab a knife and a plate so we can go ahead and get this out of here and see exactly what it looks like. Alright, so we have our plate here and our churro cheesecake ready nice and firm out of the fridge. Let's go ahead and cut a piece so we can plate it together. So I have my knife here, and you can go ahead and cut whatever size you like. Because my whole family wants them, I want to make sure I cut a small piece, because I know everybody wants to come over and try this already. Look at that beautiful piece. You can see the nice color. You can see the nice crust on top. I'm going to go ahead and dress it with some condensed milk. You're gonna want to open this up. And then we'll drench it with some lechera. There you go, guys. Hope you really enjoy this quick treat. Churro cheesecake. Hope you guys really do this recipe at home with your families. It's a quick and easy recipe for you to do with your families. Thank you for Region 19 Educational Services for sponsoring this video. See you guys next week. Have a good summer. Bye, guys.